day. Now, it's just a day before the government gets set to pitch for an upgrade to Moody's. The ratings agency does not seem too upbeat about the economy. Now, in its latest report on India, Moody's Investor Service has warned of significant spending cuts towards the end of the fiscal, as the government has exhausted almost 75% of the entire year's target in the first 4 months itself. CNBC TV 80's Ritu Singh joins in now with all the details. Ritu, what does Moody's have to say about India?
Well, let me start with the positives. And number one is the implementation of the monetary policy framework, which is a credit positive as it will ensure lower inflation levels over the coming few years. The implementation of the goods and services tax, which will ensure higher revenues for the government, as well as easier FDI norms, ease of doing business, and the introduction of bankruptcy law. All of these will help bolster India's economic growth, according to Moody's. But there's also the negative side. All of these reforms will only impact the credit ratings only in the medium term and not immediately. Moody's also forecasts spending cuts by the government because remember, 75% of the budgetary allocation has already been spent in the first 4 months of the fiscal. The vagaries of the monsoons, low private investment because of higher corporate debt levels, as well as the banking sector remains a drag on the credit ratings. It says while the bank cleanup is a good step, it has not been enough to make the banks resilient, and therefore there will be more government equity infusion into the public sector banks, which will be required, which will further challenge the government in meeting its fiscal deficit targets. So given the fact that there are more negatives than the positives, it looks like a rating upgrade for India is not around the corner anytime soon.